to our media availability with TCU student athletes Hailey Van Lith and Madison Connor. We'll go ahead and open it up to questions.
Hailey, we can go ahead and get this out the way, but you're playing Louisville. Is there any extra emotion, any extra thoughts facing your former team?
I actually am cool. I know that I understand the media. I understand the narrative that's being painted. It doesn't necessarily align with where I'm at mentally or emotionally, and that's okay. It doesn't matter if people don't have the same perception as me, but I'm in a really good spot. I'm excited to play. This game is much bigger than me and what I got going on. So, TCU is looking to go to a Sweet 16 for the first time ever. So that's a lot bigger than whatever else the narrative could be. So I'm just excited to get to go play. It's going to be a great game time. We're probably going to get a prime time slot. So I love it.
Hailey, you broke the single season record for assists in yesterday's game. How important was that to you, not just in being able to show the full playmaker package, but also to have that record here? Yeah,
I actually didn't even know till this morning that I did that. But no, it's been awesome. I think it's destiny that it happened here at this point in my career under Coach Campbell and these girls. I couldn't have done it without my teammates. An assist is a two-way street. I have to pass it, but they also have to make the shot. She only does it sometimes. I think she misses on purpose sometimes.
I'd like to look at how many assists you have from me. So we'll double back.
Somebody
there.
stat that.
Yeah, somebody stat that. Actually, I think I'll take a third of your assists.
No, it's awesome, and I'm super grateful for that recognition and that title. And the goal is to keep racking them up. So I'm not finished yet.
Alexis Cubitt, Louisville Courier-Journal. Hailey, kind of two-part question. I guess when you transfer, obviously went to LSU after Louisville and then now here. I guess what goes into that process? What are you looking for at your next stop? And then what are your, memories of playing at Louisville for those 3 years?
Yeah. You mean next stop as in like the WNBA or when I was in the transfer portal?
Just the transfer portal process and then just memories of Louisville.
Yeah, I think when I chose TCU, I was really looking for a system much like TCU, our system here, just a ton of spacing, very unique personnel that opens up the floor for me where I can, be a playmaker, what I do best. But also a system that will challenge me to open up new parts of my game like I have with playing the one a little bit. And I would say I have a lot. One of my best friends plays for Louisville still. Probably going to be a bridesmaid at my wedding if I ever get married. But yeah, it's the people that I remember most. And, we did go to a Final Four. That's life-changing. A lot of emotions there. So, it was a positive. I look back on it positively. Marissa, yeah. Marissa, man. Room 112.
Madison, Stephen Hawkins with the AP. It's talked about, obviously, TCU trying to get to the Sweet 16 for the first time. You've been there. Hailey's been there. There's quite a few other girls on the team that have been there, been to championship games. What is it about this group that's been able to come together and kind of cohese to get to this point and try to get farther?
Yeah, I think we all came here for that reason. I think we all wanted to build a program and get to this point, and obviously see how far we could take this thing. And I think the experience that we have on this roster is going to help us. Obviously, we haven't played in a Sweet 16 or in this type of game together, but all of us have been there in different journeys and different parts of our careers. So I think that that's something that we kind of have as well as other teams. Other teams have a whole bunch of transfer players that have also been there, but I think our group gels so well, and this is something that we've been working towards the whole season. So I think it's gonna show here in these last couple games.
Chris Blake, TCU Radio. Madison, Talk a little bit about your development of your offensive game from, last year, a lot of three-point shots. Yesterday looked really comfortable in the mid-range. How has that part of your game developed in the 2 years you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I think it's definitely been a journey trying to develop my game as a whole. I mean, I came from Arizona where I was kind of just put in the corner and try to just knock down open threes, and that was kind of my role, and that's how I got playing time. So I think last year, Mark was trying to teach me how to come off the pick and roll, which I haven't done since high school. And I mean, high school is a whole different level than college. That wasn't my gift. And we spent a lot of time just working on that and just watching film and trying to develop that. And I think with all the injuries, I mean, I was kind of put in a position where I was kind of the only one that really could come off the pick and roll, and I really had to figure it out and be thrown into the fire. And I feel like I'm so obviously developing that. And I mean, having great players around me that kind of instill confidence in me and try to just help me and show me ways that I can get better at that has tremendously helped me. But I think that that's obviously still a growth area for me. But I mean, I can shoot the ball from different areas of the court, but to help my team usually is from the three-point line. But yesterday they were giving me some other things, so it was my job to hit those shots too.
Up here front.
Thank you. You guys have talked about, both of you, how hard to kill you've been, especially on your home floor. Tomorrow night will be your last time playing at Schollmeyer. What does that mean to you, a chance to finish the season undefeated with a trip to the Sweet 16 on the line?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we could ask for a better opportunity. All those things that you just said, like chance to remain undefeated, chance to go to a Sweet 16. The last time for, what do we have, 7 seniors? 7?
Yeah.
Seniors / 7 years / 5th year.
Slash graduates, whatever.
Yeah, it's 7 of our last time to play here. So I think, there'll be an added emotional component, but I think we're going to have a great crowd. I think Louisville traveled pretty well too, so I think it's going to be a great combination, and, I think it's going to be one of those environments that you live to play in.
I'd say the same thing. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of emotion. It's your last game here, but I mean, most importantly, you have to handle business. As going to Sweet 16 is our goal. So,
Hailey, what just stands out about Louisville when you guys kind of just watch their film?
Yeah, they are extremely active, athletic. They have very talented guards. They have unique, versatile post players, stretch fours. They're untraditional in some things, and we're definitely going to have to come out and play well. It's not a team that we're taking lightly. And but I'm also, I being in that program, I know that they definitely are going to have a chip on our shoulder. When I was there, we always had a chip about us, and probably is why I also play like that still. So we're going to have to come out and be intense and match their intensity, and we'll see if we're up to it.
Any other questions? Well, ladies, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck tomorrow. Welcome to our media availability with TCU head coach Mark Campbell. Coach, thank you for your time. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions.
If you wear those shoes, you get first question. Hey, that's Jay's, yeah.
First question for you, Coach Campbell. After yesterday's game, you guys have had a chance to watch the film. What stands out to you about this Louisville team?
That they're really good, and they do a great job. He's just had incredible success there for a really, really long time. And what they do well is they try to speed you up and force turnovers and make the game a little chaotic. And they've done it all year, and so they're good at what they do. And then they're very athletic, great in transition. Seems like Cochran's been there forever. Just a great post player down there in the middle. And so, and then they got those two guards, especially Curry, who can really shoot it, and then a tremendous freshman that's out there. And so they're here for a reason. They've had a great year, and they find ways to win. So they pose a lot of problems, and we got our hands full tomorrow.
Coach, Hailey broke the single-season assist record for TCU yesterday, and there's been a big narrative the whole year on how she's come and kind of unleashed her as a playmaker. How cool is it for you to see her break that record?
Oh, one, I'm so proud of her and happy for her. I mean, majority of her college career, she's been a scorer, a guard that just an attacking guard. And what's been neat is that, one, she's been willing to be coached and be willing to evolve and grow, which is hard for young people. It's hard for anybody, though, to be open and willing to grow. And so that was the goal, that I thought she had a passing gift and an elite vision from just studying her and as long as we've known her. And so I think our system does a great job putting kids in space, and because of our personnel and our shooting ability, the court's open. And I think really Hailey just needed, one, she needed the opportunity to have the ball put in her hands. Two, she's so dynamic, she needs space to be able to manipulate the game and attack people. And so I'm really happy that it came to fruition. It was the plan, but Hailey deserves all the credit for being in her 5th year of college. And think about what she did, like to break the single season all-time assist record as a brand new player that's learning a new coaching staff, that's learning a new system, and that's a part of a brand new team. Like, to do that's ridiculous. And there's a chance she breaks a single season scoring record on top of it. And is just an incredible leader. And she's finishing her second master's degree. I mean, holy cow. So she's crushing life right now. She's crushing the season. I couldn't be more happy for her. Nobody works harder than Hailey Van Lith on her game, and nobody cares more about the game than Hailey.
There's been a lot of noise from about Hailey facing the former team. A lot of it coming from us, obviously. But with her and just her approach in general, she's made it about the team. She said earlier, like, there's bigger things to worry about, like getting to the Sweet 16 for the first time. What can you just say about the way she's just kind of handled the noise this week and really just in general this season?
Hailey's so mature and wise with how she manages any narratives. Obviously, that kid is under the spotlight. Everything she does, good or bad, gets scrutinized unfairly. And she is able to manage all of it. It's incredible, truly, what she's been able to do. And this game, at the end of the day, it's TCU versus Louisville, period. And it's two really good teams that have an opportunity to advance to the Sweet 16. And, I mean, obviously, you guys, there will be storylines that are fun to sell and paint. But the game of basketball, it's 5-on-5. And so I do know Hailey's going to show up and be laser focused because that's what Hailey does. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It doesn't matter if it's a closed exhibition game in October. Hailey takes that game as serious as tomorrow's game with the Sweet 16 berth on the line. That's her superpower, you guys. If you were to come watch her do an individual workout, if you came and watched her practice, if you watched her workout with her dad, if you watch her in the Sweet 16, Hailey knows it is one gear, and that thing's full tilt. And so just excited. Two good teams, and I know our team's ready for this. They're built for March with all how old we are and all their experience, and so they are really excited for tomorrow to get here.
Mark, we all do like a good storyline. You know that.
No doubt. You're supposed to. It sells.
Anyway, like you kind of just got on to what I was going to ask you about. All the experience you got. You got players who have been to the Sweet 16, to the Final Four, to the championship game. But yesterday was the first time they played in one of these together. So talk about what you saw and how that does kind of drive this team to know what to expect on these short turnarounds against good teams and to try to get to that next level.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're so mature. Like halftime, it was just an easy talk of take a deep breath, crack a few jokes with them. Because of their maturity, their age, understanding the magnitude of what's in front of us, how I get to coach them, how our staff gets to communicate with them it's almost like you're coaching a pro team and how you manage them. And so, it's just a blast. This group's very unique. I think they're one of a kind, and they're the oldest team in the country. And so, really yesterday I'm thankful, that we had an opportunity to work out the kinks. We had to earn the win. But that 2-week layoff is a long time of no games. And so I don't expect that tomorrow. And the truth is you can't. You can't spot a team the rest of the tournament in a quarter for you to get going and work out the kinks. So I expect this group to be ready to rock and roll from the tip.
So what's the best joke you told them at halftime yesterday?
I usually make fun of their age. We're old. So anyways, I can't give any specific example. What happens in the locker room stays in the locker room, but usually it has something to do with their age. But this group is, you guys, I don't know if you, from being around all season, they are loose. They're fun-loving. Madison on the way out yesterday cracked a joke about someone needs to look after me, and she said, "Don't worry, his parents are here." They're like this all the time, but they flip the switch. It's incredible. The switch flips when it's go time, which is what makes them really unique.
Tori Couch, TCU on a site. Coach, you talked about Hailey's leadership, and you have Sedona and Madison Will, who are leaders. How has their leadership kind of maybe rubbed off or been an example for players like Donovan Hunter and Taylor Bigby who are going to take that mantle next year?
Yeah. There's so many ways leadership comes out. Like Sedona has a team over to the house often to hang and just spend time together. And she's a social butterfly, so she loves doing that, and the team loves going over there. And I think the example that those big three have set for future teams, those three are so talented offensively. If they wanted to complain about how many shots they get or how they're being used, they could, and not one of them all season. They just want to figure out how this group can maximize their gifts and talents. And that's so rare and so hard to do in sports, whether that's pro or college, high school, it doesn't matter. But if your three best players truly don't care about their touches, their scoring, and they play the game right, that's when special things happen. And so I hope that's the legacy that they leave behind for the kids that are taking the mantle. And it's a trickle-down effect, right? And it's with this year's team. Those three are so unselfish, but so is Agnes, so is Donovan, so is Bigby, so is Aaliyah, so is Una. Like, just keep going down the line. But those three set the standard, and everybody else has followed. This group they're just very, very selfless.
You guys are undefeated at home. You have a chance to finish your home schedule with an unblemished record and a chance to go to the Sweet 16. We saw a great crowd last night, anticipating even more tomorrow. What does it mean to be able to have this historic opportunity here at Schulmeyer?
Yeah, I mean, just building what we've built to, I would love to know the attendance from our very first game here 2 years ago. Of actual butts in the seat, because it wasn't many. But as you build this program and put a product out there that's worthy, it's been neat that the basketball community in DFW has come out, and I expect an incredible showing tomorrow. But we've created one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. And the energy that we play with, a lot of that comes from the amazing crowds that we have. Yesterday, I think that was the fourth highest attendance in program history. Is that right? And so let's see if we can break the all-time record tomorrow is what we need to do. And obviously, how cool would that be? We've never been to the Sweet 16 in men's or women's basketball. And we have a golden opportunity to do that on our home court. So it's awesome. The team has earned these home games, over the course of the 3 months.
Any more questions for Coach? Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time, and good luck tomorrow.
Okay, see you guys. It's back to show. Hey, Nick, Gales and Frogs are at the same time again? Can you talk to the committee? What in the world? Can't watch my Gales.